Getting there of Shabbos, a good moed. We're coming up to Shmini Atzeres, to Simchas Torah. And what we're doing on Shmini Atzeres is we're taking the tzil de hemnusa, the shade of Emunah, all the Emunah that we got from Sukkos, the hug that Shloime Zalman calls it a hug, that the walls of a sukkah are like Hashem's hands, the two walls and the tefach. It's a hug. And we're taking that hug, we're taking that Emunah, we're taking everything that we took from the sukkah inside with us into our kviyas in the house. That's what we're doing over here in Shmini Atzeres. We're taking it into a level that's Lema'an min teva. I had the schus, I stopped by my heilige neighbors, the machlases, after our Suda, and he told me this murdig of art. He said that the entire Sukkos, the entire Shmini Atzeres, this whole Yom Tiv is about Achdus, about the fact that we're all B'nai HaMelech. After Hashanah and Yom Kippur, we all came out the same Slicha Mechil and Kapara. So, in that regard, we really all are the same. We all have no averos. So there's a certain equality that is expressed in this Yom Tov. How? Well, you have the whole year, you have a guy who's making ends meet, and you have the multi-billionaire. So his house might be nicer than his house, his car might be nicer than his car, his watch might be nicer than his watch, etc., etc. In Sukkos, you have the multi-billionaire sitting in a sukkah. He has no roof over his head, just like everyone else. The Rebbe Shalom turns on the heavenly faucets for a second, and he's running inside with everyone else. There's a certain equality in that. And he said, even the way we dance, the way we do Hashanas, it's a circle. Why is it a circle? It's a funny thing. So we know that the Chazal tell us that the circle is like the way Yeshua took down Yericho. Every circle takes down barriers. After the 7 times, he going around just by teva, all the barriers were gone, so the walls sunk at the ground. That's why Akala goes around the chassan 7 times. She's pulling away any barriers that might be between her and her chassan. We dance in a circle because it's not like a parade. Who's going first? Okay, number 1, number 2, number 5, number 7. There's no first, there's no last in a circle. Where are you in the circle? Are you leading the circle? Everyone's leading the circle. Everyone's following in the circle. You have the Merid Asar, you have the chief rabbi. They're all in there with Yankel and Barrel, the butcher and the water carrier. It's an achdus in that. To put like a cherry on the top, he said that Rebbetzin Henny Machlis used to say a Vort from the Lubavitcher Rebbe of Schneerson. He said that Simchas Torah was celebrating Torah. What's Torah? Torah is the most delicious thing in the whole world. It's the mind of Hashem Kaviyach, if that could be a thing. And how do we celebrate it? This one day a year we're going to celebrate the Torah. So hold the Torah and we dance around in circles. And we give it a hug. We give it a kiss and we daven. So, but how are we celebrating the Torah? The Torah should be celebrated by learning the Torah. In fact, he said that some of our brothers in the Reform, they do this. They open up a Sefer Torah, and he said it's long like you can't imagine. It's like a football field. They open up the entire thing, and they put stenders along the way, and everyone comes and reads a shtickle Torah. That's how they celebrate the Torah. And the Lubavitcher Rebbe says that kind of makes sense. That's how we should celebrate the Torah. Why are we keeping it closed? We do lay in it, but that's not the ikr. That's not the celebration. The Lubavitcher Rebbe says as follows. He says, on the same note of the first part, there's an equality in this Yom Tov. And if everyone were to read a piece of the Torah, you learn much better than me. You're going to be flying through it. You'll know what the words mean. You'll know the pshatim behind it. You'll know all the Rishonim, the Achronim, the talk on this piece. If the Gra is sitting next to us, at the end of the life, the Gra learned from nothing but a Sefer Torah. No svarim. You know what he saw in there? He was learning the black Torah, the white Torah. He was learning the deepest, the ICS. Who knows what he was learning? He saw everything in the Torah. If we were to open it up and everyone were to learn from the Torah, we wouldn't be the same. But you know what? When you keep the Sefer Torah and its mantle covered, and you pick it up, and you hold it, and you hug it, and you kiss it, and you dance in a circle, and you smile, and you are besimcha with the Torah. That we all do the same. And that's why we celebrate Simchas Torah with the Sefer Torah closed. Now that we'll be zeicha to experience a real Simchas Torah, to carry all that we took from Sukkos. I think the Chassam Sofer says that there's a guy who went for surgery, and he wasn't feeling well, and the doctor said, you have to go for surgery. He said, okay, I'm going to go to surgery. He went into the surgery, it was successful, he comes out, doctor says, how do you feel? So he tells, I'll tell you the truth, I feel lousy. I felt lousy before, I feel lousy now. The doctor says, look, you have to recover. Go to Switzerland, go somewhere nice, sit, breathe, relax, you'll recover. We needed a heart transplant. We needed a major surgery before Rosh Hashanah, before that Saras Mitzvah, before Yom Kippur. And we got it. But you could still feel lousy after a surgery. So the Rebbeinu Shalom says, go out into your sukkah, breathe a little bit, recover, and then you'll feel the delight. May we all be zeicha to recover from the surgery beautifully and feel the simcha of the newfound level of relationship that we gained with the Rebbeinu Shalom over these Yamim Tovim, and take that with us into Simchas Torah, into Shmini Atzeres, into Gvias, and have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful year. Lema'an Achai v'rei, Lema'an Achai v'rei, Adabrana Shalom Bach, Adabrana Shalom Bach, Lema'an Achai v'rei, Lema'an Achai v'rei, Adabrana Shalom Bach, Adabrana Shalom Bach. Shabbos a good Yom Tiv.